welcome to a book review video. So today I'm going to talk about The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros, who is an American author. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so a little fun fact about me. When it comes to English, I only read books that is motivational and also inspirational to me. But when it comes to novel like this, I barely read it. Some books I just read it for like 10 pages and I stop. I just leave it unfinished. So if you ask me why I choose this book, is basically because I don't want to buy a new one because I'm broke. I made it, so I reached out to my classmate, Momoli, if she had any book that I could borrow from her. And then she sent me pictures of her books, like several options. And I saw the title of this book, The Things We Leave Unfinished. It's very catchy, it's very interesting to me. And then I asked her if I could borrow this one, and then she said yes. So here I am reviewing this book. And honestly, I have no idea what is it about. I just know it's gonna be a very sad and also a heartbreaking story, and it really is. Yeah, it really is. So the genre of this book is like a historical fiction, about romance and also love in the modern time. It's actually kind of love between generations because the author actually wrote it like the past and then the present time, World War II and then the modern time. So it has two different timelines. It goes back and front. Like this. For the character in this book, I would say there are 5 characters. So the 2 from the present time were Georgia and Nova, and then 3 from the past time, it's Scarlett, Jameson, and also Constance. And the book starts with the present time with Georgia and Nova. They met each other at a bookstore in a very small town, and then at that time they haven't known each other yet. And then there was the great-grandmother, Scarlett. She is the great-grandmother of Georgia. She's a very, very famous author. She wrote about her life, her love story during World War II. And then she recently just passed away. And then Georgia, who is the great-granddaughter, she goes to the hometown and find out that there was an unfinished novel from Scarlett. It's basically the autobiography of Scarlett's life and her love during World War II for a pilot named Jameson. Yes. And suddenly Nova, who Scarlett met at the bookstore and at the very beginning, he is an author. And then Scarlett and Georgia and Nova, they met each other again. And at first they don't really like each other, but yeah, that is how the love starts, right? Not a spoiler, it's just like that, you know? And then in the past time, you will see Scarlett and then Constance, Scarlett's sister, and then Jameson's the pilot, yes. And the love, like it giving me the feeling of empathy because the love during World War II, which means it's very sad, right? Like recently our country also have the conflicts with the border country, so we really know how it feels. We really understand how people actually experience it, how people actually lost their loved ones. And not a spoiler, like by the end of this story, it's gonna be a very big plot twist. It's unpredictable. It's something that you couldn't imagine it is. It hit me very hard, guys. And I would recommend this book to those who enjoyed romance, historical fictions, and also the love during war. And I also would love to recommend this book to those who want to find a reason to cry. So this book is definitely for you. And if you ask me what I love about this book, is basically how it gave us 2 love stories in just one. 2 in 1. And then what I didn't like about this book is because it's very sad. It's very heartbreaking. And for what I learned from this book, I learned that something that we leave unfinished is not always bad. It's not always a failure. It also has its own beauty, like in its own ways. Sometimes when we leave something unfinished, it's actually give us chance to continue the story in its own ways, in its unique ways. So it's not that bad to keep things unfinished. Yes, that is it for me. Thank you very much everyone for watching this video, and thank especially to my cute lecturer like Hui, for giving me such great assignment. And also a big shout out to Wang Wenli for letting me this beautiful book. It was the good choice ever for me. And thank you very much guys. Bye!